Okay, so on Flick's card, we have the picture on the left and the number that the card is. And then the text at the top is his name, underneath which is his attack power, which is the little sword, which is 3 for Flick. And then there's his leadership, which is 1,000. And then there's his construction ability, his build, which is 2. And then it says what type of card he is, so he's a leader. And then he's male, and then that he has a rune. And then it says what faction he belongs to, so there's 2 highlighted for him. He belongs to the new faction, which I think is the faction that the hero of Suikoden 2 sets up, so like your new liberation army, I think it's called. And then 3 is the... I can't remember what 3 stands for, but it means it's basically the characters that carry over from Suikoden 1 to Suikoden 2 are 3, so Flick is both. And then beneath that it says Link, and so there's the letters A to I. And Joey's about to explain about links, I think, so I'll leave it, but he's got A, E, and I. And then there's text below, which is like special effects for that particular card. So for Flick, if in the same mission, if Victor is out as an ally, then Flick gets attack +2. Okay. So now look and compare the links in the column for Raud in the card you just drew. So there shouldn't be any of the same letters on Raud's card as there are on Flick's. So yeah, Raud has the links B, C, and G. These letters are called links. If you don't have the same links as another ally in a mission, you can't play that card into the field. So, even if we play Flick, we can't play Raud straight away. But, in fact, there is a method we can use to be able to play Raud. So, let's take a look at the link section of another card in our hand, Fitcher. Okay, so Fitcher has A, B, D, E, and F. Fitcher has links to both Flick and Raud. So, if we play Flick and then Fitcher, we should be able to make a link to Raud, and so you'll be able to play Raud. You can use the links of every character who's out in the attack field. So, also, you have 2 Fitcher cards, but you can only play 1 at a time, so be careful of that. Okay, so we need to have a leader first, so we'll play Flick. And then to make a link with Raud, we'll play Fitcher. And then Raud. And then we have Rikimaru and Meg as well. So if we play Rikimaru and Meg. Okay, it seems like you don't have any more cards you can play, so when this happens, you pass. On the mission screen, if you press down, you can pass. So when both sides pass, then the mission is left as incomplete and remains in the field. From the next turn, you can continue to participate in this mission. On this turn, let's continue the mission we started before. So let's participate in the 2 river attack mission. Okay, so I have another Fitcher, another Flick, and another Rikimaru, but I can't play them because they're uniques, because they're already out. And then I have Sheena, Chaco, and Alex. So I can link these 3. I'll play Sheena to this mission again. You'll see how he did 2 damage and then he also did +2, which means that there was some special effect particular to his card. Because this is a tutorial, You don't really need to use much strategy, but I'll explain them as I come across them later. So then I have to do 1 more damage, and Alex's attack is 1, so... Mission cleared. Okay, so I have to pick a character to remain behind, so I'll leave Alex. Okay, so that gave us 2 victory points, so we only need 2 more victory points to win. Okay, so this is Reconnaissance. The mission card Reconnaissance. This could be bad. For the mission Reconnaissance, characters with an attack of 3 or above can't participate. Because the leader card in your hand has an attack of 3 or above, they can't participate in this mission. So, in this way, there are some missions that have limits on who can participate, so you should be careful. So yeah, the leader I have is Flick, but his attack is 3, and I also have Dior, but his attack is 4. It's blue, which means it's boosted by something, and if we check, it means when you play him, all new alliance, anyone with a faction that's new, which is his faction, anyone on the field gets +1 attack, and so he boosts himself as soon as you play him. That's why his is 4. Then I have Nanami, Mondo, and yeah. So I can't really do anything, so I have to pass. Because we don't have any leaders or missions, we can't participate in any new or continuing missions. At times like this, use a turn and discard as many cards in your hand as you like. The number of cards that you discard at the end of the turn will be refilled, so throw away as many as you feel you need to. On this screen, if you press down on a card, then you can throw it away. Okay, and then some advice from me. You should keep the Dio and Nanami cards together as a set, because after this I'm sure they'll come in handy. So play a turn. Okay, so we want to keep Dio and Nanami. So Flick is too strong, and then Fitcher is kind of weak, so I'll just discard those 2. He can't participate either, so I'll get rid of him as well. However, if your deck runs out and you can't draw a card, then you lose, so be careful. Also, when you discard from your hand, you can't take part in any new or participating or continuing missions. So, in reality, what your actions for a turn, you can either choose to participate in a new or continuing mission, or to discard from your hand. Whichever you choose to do, that will be the end of your turn, so don't forget it. We drew a mission card, so it's a 2-river attack again. Just like before, we can't participate in the reconnaissance mission. So let's play the 2-river attack as a new mission. And now we can do a unite attack. Unite attack can be done by Dio and Nanami. As on these cards, if a card that displays the unite symbol, if you play them together, then they can do a unite attack with Dio in the mission. Okay, so we need to play this mission first. And then... Okay, I'll just cut the video here.